Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are watching the station identification of one of Wayland City's resident YouTubers. Live in the basement. This is not MTV's remote control. And he is not Ken Ober. God rest Ken Ober's soul. This is WEML-TV, Channel 77. And now here's your host, New Bedford, Massachusetts' own, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer. Great googly moogly. What's going on, everybody? This is my YouTube CVS. No, not the pharmacy I usually shop at for eBay gift cards or Amazon gift cards, but locally. But it's my channel vlog show. It is known as WEML-TV, Channel 77. And this episode 524 overall, September the 2nd, 2021. How's everyone going? I hope you guys enjoyed our 99th episode of the Rant and Rave podcast. For the final topic, we paid tribute to Daphne in the end, and we talked about, that, suicide's never been the answer, and never has been the answer. So, if you guys are going through stuff, reach out to somebody for help, and we do appreciate that wholeheartedly. Well, we're going to talk about some Impact Wrestling. They did pay tribute to Daphne earlier on, and my posting up for her because she was a part of Impact Wrestling as the governor, and with the beautiful people, and then she did her thing. It's really sad that she's dead, because she would have been a great Undead Bride, or like a manager, or an ally of DK. That would have been something. Impact would have called on her for. It was sad that. Anyways, it would have been sad. Or she would have been aligned herself with Alexa Bliss in the WWE. She would have been great for that too. But alas, that didn't happen. So, we'll start off with the Influence. That's the team of Tennille Dashwood and Caleb with a K, or Caleb Conley, along with Madison Rain against Taylor Wilde, Jordan Grace, and Rachel Ellering. It was a hard-fought matchup, and in the end, Taylor Wilde, Jordan Grace, and Rachel Ellering got some vengeance on the Influence. So I say good on Taylor Wilde. She made a smart choice, picking Jordan Grace and Rachel Ellering as her allies. Gia Miller interviewed Deonna Purrazzo and Matthew Raywell after Deonna Purrazzo's successful knockouts title defense at NWA Empower against the lovely Melina. And it seems like they're addressing Mickie James now. It'll be very interesting to see how Mickie James responds after what Deonna did to her at NWA 73. So we'll find out for sure. Tommy Dreamer decided to cut a promo on Ace Austin for his matchup, and he was hoping, and Christian Cage interrupts him and said some things, and Tommy Dreamer says, we'll find out, we'll see. So there's that. DK's Black Taurus and Crazy Steve went up against Fallah Bahh and No Way, aka No Way Jose. Tasha Steelz was one of the members of the conga line attacking Rosemary while Havoc chases her away. She got clobbered by Savannah Evans. And so both Rosemary and Havoc decided to chase the two ladies in the back, while Fallah Bahh, No Way, and Black Taurus and Crazy Steve. And in the end, Black Taurus and Crazy Steve did get their vengeance and their win over the party team of No Way and Fallah Bahh. Gia Miller interviewed W. Morrissey about Sami Callihan, but then as Morrissey was talking about Sami Callihan and Eddie Edwards, Moose interrupts him and said, hey, I got a problem with those two too. I'm not asking for your friendship. I'm asking just for an alliance. So Morrissey's kind of like, I'll think about it. And then Steve Macklin cut a promo on Petey Williams, and Pete Williams was trying to prove why, see back wants Pete Williams to prove why he's called the Destroyer. He'll find out next week. Moose addresses the Impact Zone once again, and talking about Eddie Edwards. Eddie Edwards comes out, fights with Moose, and then Morrissey comes out, gets involved. They both stand tall after jumping on Eddie Edwards. Sami Callihan did not get involved, so it's gonna be a very interesting situation. See if Eddie Edwards kind of like has his attitude changed as a result. Then GM Miller interviews Paul Abbat and No Way after their loss to Black Taurus and Crazy Steve. And then TJP interrupts them and said, hey, he was testing them mentally. He's okay, you and I are cool, Let's go to Swingers Palace. I got a sure thing. I'm going to bet on a sure thing. So the three of them walk together. So it seems like those three have joined forces. So we'll see what happens in the meantime, between time. Valiant by Design, Eric Young cut a promo on Rhino after Rhino's failure. So they're going to put Rhino to a test. They're going to have to torture him and all that. And he screamed out, help me, while they were hanging out in that prison there. So who knows what psychotic methods Eric Young has for Rhino. The X Division title in an open challenge. Josh Alexander says he'll challenge any former X Division champion. And unexpectedly, we didn't expect this young man to make a comeback into wrestling after what he's been through. Jake Christ was the one that answered the call. But then, and after a hard-fought match, Josh Alexander did pick up the victory over Jake Christ. And Gia Miller was in the ring interviewing Josh Alexander. Was it Jason Alexander? That's the guy active from Seinfeld. Josh Alexander. And Alexander says, yeah, I want to try to prove myself. And when it's all said and done, I want to be the best X Division champion there ever was. I want to be the best. I want to keep proving myself. Chris Sabin comes out. He said, hey, listen, you're not the best I am. I've held that title not 8 times, and I will be the first ever 9-time X Division champion. If you can beat me, you can go on and become the greatest X Division champion of all time. So you better think about it before you shake my hand. So, challenge the fact that Victory Road, and Josh Alexander with a handshake accepts the challenge. Alexander Sabin X Division Championship. Hey, we'll see what happens there. Pretty much a smart move on their part to make that match. Sam Beal is presenting video trials for Brian Myers as how to be a professional wrestler. He looks at all the candidates. He cut everybody except 2. That would be Manny Lemons and the newly signed to Impact Wrestling, Zicky Dice, the outlandish Zicky Dice, the former NWA television champion. Then there was a special mixed tag match, Rohit Raju and Shera, to go up against Matt Cardona and Chelsea Green. And after some shenanigans from both Rohit Raju and Shera, in the end, Rohit Raju and Shera's shenanigans paid off as Raju made the pinfall on Chelsea Green. And then Su Yung and Kimberly, Kimberly's his mother. She goes, there are some souls we collect, but some we convert. And it's like Brandy Loren is now an Undead Bride. If I were Deonna Purrazzo and the Knockouts Tag Team Champions Rosemary and Havoc, I would clutch onto those belts very, very tightly, because it's only a matter of time when those 3 young ladies, Su Yung, Brandy Loren, and Kimberly, take all those titles. Only be a matter of time. Are they finished collecting souls, or are they going to start collecting titles? And at this case, that trio, Brandy Loren, Kimberly, and Su Yung, as Undead Brides, not a good sign for the Knockouts division. The question is, are they going to add more to their army, or are they going to collect more souls? We'll find out for sure. And then the Good Brothers addressed the Impact Zone, and Carl Anderson's undergone a lot of heat because of the Daphne situation. He dissed the WWE, and I have to agree with most of the fans. It's like, is it a time and a place for him to say all that? I've got the WWE to trash the WWE. Listen, I can understand he's upset because he got released by the WWE, but listen, just leave the WWE alone, let them do their thing. Anyways, So yeah, and they just the Impact Zone audience, and then Rich Swann comes out and attacks the Good Brothers with a steel chair, and officials, referees, and security trying to get involved. Meanwhile, before the main event, Rich Swann still wants to go after the Good Brothers. Scott D'Amore says, "Calm down. You'll get one of them, Carl Anderson, and you next week, Bunkhouse Brawl." So that match is going to be off the hook for sure. Ace Austin went one-on-one with Tommy Dreamer, and if Tommy Dreamer wins the matchup, he'd be added to the match as a triple threat. But thanks to Madman Fulton, Ace Austin did whatever it takes to keep this match a one-on-one matchup, which it will be for right now. We'll see what happens if Scott D'Amore saw what happened and would change his mind. So that is it. That's all the time I have for the Impact Event Center for September 2nd, 2021. Tomorrow's SmackDown and the Universal title on the line. Roman Reigns to defend against Finn Balor. It'll be very interesting how that match is going to end up. Also, a lot of things are going to happen, so we'll find out for sure. That's all the time we have on the show, and hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope you guys had a wonderful day and night and everything else, and I'll tell you what, the internet did not conk out on me during the Rant and Rave podcast. That's a great thing. Hopefully it'll continue next week as we celebrate episode number 100. Tomorrow will be Dice Flinging Friday. That means, hey, high rollers, $10,000 and $25,000 versions. Hope you guys watch that. And not only that, tomorrow's payday for me. Get paid at work, so I'm going to try to get to work early again so I can get out early and just try to enjoy the rest of the day. I'm hoping. I know I'm still working on Saturday still for now until we get more people hired, and hopefully we get more hired by the summer. Not the summer, by the holiday season, because I think there's going to be some desperate people out there looking for jobs, and it is very difficult out there. The Red Sox won. They beat the Rays. They shut out the Rays 4-0. Yay! Eduardo Rodriguez pitched 6 shutout innings. Garrett Richards. I'll tell you one thing. I say the Red Sox should keep Garrett Richards. If he keeps this up, I think the Red Sox have to find a diamond mine in Richards inside the bullpen. I think Garrett Richards has been known to be on fire, and I personally can't wait for that. So I'm really excited. So that's all the time we have on the show. Episode 524 has been complete. I'll see you on the next episode, 525 tomorrow. And what game I'm going to play on Saturday, Superstar King, I'm going to have to find out. I'm going to try to see if I can get something going from the Raspberry Pi 3. That's what I'm going to go for. So we'll see what happens there. All right? See you guys later. You guys have a wonderful night. Bid you all a good night. Last video of the day. I'll check you out in the next episode. Peace, love, and bless out. Good night, everybody.